Yeah, this stencil requires like immediate surgery here, guys. I mean, this is gonna take me forever, so I'll try to get this started here. Let's see if I can get at least close. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of the worst ones I've ever had. Okay, we're getting there. We're so close. It kills my soul every time, but that's okay. And then just get off the screen that way. I can't do it anymore. Perfect. All right, let's see. You didn't change your stencil since last time? I mean, either I did it for you or you did. So I don't know. It's good enough. I needed a challenge. True. Look at these two. All right. Let's get these two started. Greetings, Tetris citizens. It's your old pal, Van Dweller. Back with more classic Tetris monthly Masters event for May 2025. And we are still in our preliminary rounds. We've determined how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our top 16ers. And we got another one. We're going to do the blue bracket. We're going to find out who will take on Eyeball in that blue bracket, and it's going to be one of 3 players. Only I know which one it is. You guys will find out. It's going to be either ID Kirby or Titrus. Could be one of those two. One of those will win round 1, and then they'll take on Danv in round 2, and then the winner of that match will move on to the top 16 to take on Eyeball a little later in the month. So after today, we will have determined 3/4 of our top 16. That's pretty good through May 12th. So shouts to our schedulers, Zempro and Crinkle, who I always either want to call Katsugiri, Crinkle, or Cat Surgery. And I can't ever really decide until it comes out of my mouth which one I'm going to say. But that is what's going on today. We'll just give you an overall look at our top 32. This is the whole tournament if you want to look at it. There it is. Wow. Amazing. Okay. Schedule-wise, what do we have coming up? I think tomorrow, it's kind of been touch and go. Things have been scheduled, removed. What we've got tomorrow is just one thing. It's at... Oh no, we got 2 things. We've got Masters Pink top 16, so that's just a solo match in top 16. It's going to be Blue Scooty versus Maisie at 4:15 Central. I think that was just added recently. That's at 4:15 Central time, so if we get 12 to 6:16, 21:15 UTC, I think. And then at 7 p.m. there'll be Das Masters Aqua. That's going to be Wallbant versus Uf Means Egg, the winner versus Scotto, which I feel like that's always a Das Masters bracket. Wallbant, Uf Means Egg, Scotto. I think that those 3 are always together somehow. But anyway, that is what is coming up. So, yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow, more Tetris than anyone can handle or should even play. Take a look at our rules. Yes, this is the Masters event. It's a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified except in the ways that we ask you to modify them. Players can play on any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. Players should not receive any in-game real-time advice, and they should not pause unless the commentator, that's me, tells them to. Level 18 starts all the way through the Masters event. Players, make sure your level 39 super kill screen is turned on. Make sure you're prepared to play on same piece sets, and we will be re-rolling those in between each game of the match. We do not increment, we re-roll. Points over the traditional max out do count, best of 5 throughout, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share. Oh, what a mess here. Hold on. This is a mess. Okay. A share. This is the old slide, but it's all I could find, so I gotta fix it. A share in a prize pool which stands at $220. The prize pool comes 100% from you, the fans. It's gonna looks like Kingsman stream quality, but that's fine. Or you can just stretch it way out like that. What do you think? But yes, use the Matcherino command if you want to contribute. That'll bring up a couple of links. The second one is the one for the Masters event. The Mega Masters one is still up and going until we've got everything uploaded on YouTube. But if you want to contribute to this Masters event, use the second one. That should be the one for Masters May. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Go to the top right-hand corner of the screen. There's a login button. And it'll make it like super obvious. Like it's like, where is it? Oh, there it is. Click on that. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. Once you're logged in, hit the mustard colored button. There it is. It says contribute on it. Click on that and then go from there to contribute. The prize pool is 100% fan funded. You're a fan, or at least viewer funded anyway. If you are a viewer, or better yet, if you are a fan, please consider going over to the Matcherino and contributing to the prize pool. It's a great way to keep the players coming back. You know, they're like, should I play Tetris? All right, well, maybe I might win a little prize here. And they go, all right, I'll play. And that is good for us, and really for them, and for you, and for the world. So please consider contributing. If you want to support the channel, you can do that too. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to support the things you care about, or at least one of them, which hopefully is Classic Tetris Monthly, the premier online event in the Classic Tetris scene. Inexplicably, I don't know why. It just is. I can't help that. But if you want, a healthy CTM is good for Tetris overall. So if you want to support Classic Tetris Monthly, do it. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Just like the people in our double sticker and community level support tiers are doing, as well as our Mega Masters Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Tacky, our Masters Corporal 381, and shall be satisfied. Our bracket sponsors: Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat, Kate McMonkey, and Mila. So thank you for your support. And I don't know if I should support the merch store. We're going to try it out. We have a couple of, you can buy things, ctm.wtf for yourself. Go there. We just had someone overnight purchase something and tell us how much they enjoyed watching the matches and love having a shirt. So while they're in the hospital, they love watching the matches. So glad that we can bring you some comfort. So you can order stuff for yourself there at ctm.wtf. Now, theoretically, you can gift merchandise to the chat. We've had a couple issues with some of the giveaways not exactly working. I'm going to rerun those during those streams, so be prepared to use the !join command when I rerun those giveaways. All right, I'm going to flop on over here. Titrus falling asleep. He's got his binky in his mouth. He's got his angry bear. There he is. We'll fix our cams up a little bit here. You never know exactly what cam you're going to be confronted with. Of course, Kirby is on squish cam, so I have to guess at his actual dimensions. And then we'll try to make it even. And there we go. Two thoughtful, friendly looking individuals. Is that full of ketchup? Oh my God. Do you guys say ketchup, catsup? What do you guys say? Catch up. No A sound for you. Catch up. Oh, got it. Titrus refuses to eat crab cakes. No, I think crab cakes are like way beyond. That's a big step. Crab cakes, he's got to go baby steps. Maybe start him out. Maybe eat like fried shrimp. Be on the road to eating crab cakes. Maybe eat a fried shrimp. Do you like a fried shrimp? You like fried shrimp. All right. What about a shrimp without the breading on it? Would you eat that? Like just a shrimp, a sauteed shrimp, garlic and butter. Oh, it'd be delicious. No, he would not eat that. Needs to be covered in bread. You got to cover it in bread. But he doesn't like bread unless it's like fried around a piece of shrimp. I mean, crab cakes are really just like fried shrimp, except fried crab. Except the crab is mixed in with the breading. That's all it is. And a shrimp and a crab are basically the same thing. It's pretty close. All right. Katsugiri gifted an Angry Bear can glass. We'll see if this one works. I didn't want someone to do it until I could confirm that it works, but we'll see if it works. All right, Kirby, we are just about ready to go. So if you want to bring your warm up to a wind down, yeah, use exclamation point join. It may not work. We've had some issues with the bot not working, so we'll see if it works. I did disconnect and reconnect. We'll see if it works. Okay, the pieces are 3D1127. Thanks for the pin, Danny. Appreciate that. Reboot the bot. I got to reboot the boot. .3D1127. Okay, both players are ready. It appears they think they're not ready. They're not almost ready. Almost ready. Have the 39 kill screens on. 3D1127. Both players ready. Blue bracket. Kirby versus Titrus in Masters. 3, 2, 1. Titrus. On the left side of your screen, it is Kirby, who qualified into seed number 20 from the United States of America. Qualified in with a 1.32, pretty good qualifier. That is the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. It's got an overall PB of 1.67 million. That's good for about 55th on the PB rankings. Kirby, you may have seen him in CTWC, where he played in bronze the second online year, 2021. Played in silver in 2022, and played in the gold bracket the last 2 years at CTWC. Kirby was also at the Lone Star events in 2022 and 2023, and at Waco. I remember standing in line, I believe, with Kirby. Was it Kirby? I don't remember. Getting some food. I believe Kirby was in my same line when we were getting food. But anyway, Kirby, that is you, and you are here playing in Masters. On the right side, it is Titrus, seed number 29. The Vits for Titrus. What a memer. 119. Okay, it looks like the giveaway did win. Did go through. So I'm going to rerun some of the other ones as soon as I get through the intros, and, assuming we're still on level 18. 142 for Kirby, 144 for Titrus. Or maybe I'll run him in between the match, or at least start him, so that way both players can get in on it if they want to. But anyway, it is Tyler. He qualified into seed number 29 with a 1.18 million qualifier. Has an overall PB of 1.56 million. That's good for about 66th on the list. Yeah, I remember seeing Tyler at Lone Star 2023. And I believe 2024, right? I believe. Yeah, of course. Won the turtle mask. Of course. Tyler Titrus played at the Illinois Regional this year, Waco this year, Kansas City, last year, sorry, Illinois last year, Waco last year, Kansas City last year, Genesis in Detroit this year as well. So if you go to a regional kind of, really anywhere, you got a good chance of seeing Tyler. Likes to travel around and go to these events. And he's also, a highly sought after Tetris commentator. He's got so much analysis and commentary to offer. It's amazing. 247 for Titrus, 307 for Kirby. So right now, Kirby up by 38,000 points. We are halfway to the level 19 transition, and Titrus setting up again for a delayed Vits. And another Vits for Titrus. Titrus, of course, was involved at Lone Star 2024 in our Stupid Tetris monthly mini bracket for the Vits off, and went to the finals against Sharky. And that was honestly, like, it's weird because in the classic Tetris community, some of my most favorite moments are not playing like normal Tetris matches. That was one of my favorite things. That Vits off, especially those finals between Titrus and Sharky, with Jasmine counting the Vitses. That was one of my favorite Tetris memories. 389 for Kirby, 387 for Titrus. Another Titrus, 410. Jasmine must have been so happy. Yeah, I mean, she was like, oh my God, I've waited my whole life to count Vitses in front of a live audience. It was Jasmine's commentary debut. And thankfully, she was able to overcome whatever trauma that involved being put in there with your old pal and continue on in the classic Tetris community. 448 for Kirby, 464 for Titrus. Joe redeemed the Angry Bear can glass. So after this game, I'll rerun the next giveaway, and we have two of them that weren't. I don't know what that means, Chroma. That's a little weird. That is a little weird. Okay. I don't know what that means. 492 for Titrus, 452 for Kirby. Yeah, they know why Jump the Shark is Jump the Shark. They know. Yeah, maybe think before you type. If you promise to think before you type, I promise to think before I speak. We'll see how long that lasts. 525 for Kirby, 586 for Titrus. Tetris for Kirby, 554, 586. Titrus, he's bringing it down with a triple. Okay, he's bringing it down again. Exposes that left side. Long bar gets over, and so does another one, but immediately dumps an S piece on him. But he's managing. He's fine. He's good. He's open, and he's Tetrising. 633 for Titrus, 636 for Kirby. 6 lines apart, 3,000 lines apart. Pretty darn close. If you want to save on shipping, give it to someone going to CTWC. Joe, I don't have this stuff in my house. You know, I'm not shipping it from my house, Joe. It comes from a place where they print it and send it. So $747 for Titrus, $755 for Kirby. And plus, I'm not going to see anyone in person between now and when CTWC is. It's not in your basement? Oh, I wish I had a basement. First of all, I don't know if you know this, if you live in different parts of the country, you know, from where I do. There are not really basements in Texas, or at least my part of Texas. 837 for Titrus, 847 for Kirby. Maybe there's some parts of Texas, but basements in Texas pretty rare just because it's just sitting on a giant thing of limestone, and it would be insane to like dig through all that limestone just to make a basement for no reason. So everything's like floating slabs. 850 for Titrus. I mean, maybe there are some higher end places. I don't know. $981 Kirby. 860 for Titrus. You thought Texas was in Tornado Alley? Yeah. Well, at least northern Texas, like North Texas. Titrus, and another one, 934. Kirby's got the max out. He's on 27. Kirby is into 29 at A92. Titrus long bar in Tetris 977. He's got one more available potentially before 29, where that speed is going to double. Tetris for Titrus. He's in with the max out. A is 1,000,000 points. Tetris down the middle for Kirby. He's got B45, so he's up like 130,000 points over Titrus. Titrus gets a Tetris though. He's back 58,000 points. Another one for Kirby. Can everyone just play 29 now? Like, what the heck? Oh no, Titrus's board starting to break down a bit. He's got to bring it back together. Kirby's board not so great either. Needs that left side. Gets a bar over. That's gonna be a top out for Titrus at A99. Nearly the 1.1 for Titrus. Kirby gonna take this one in game one. All right, I'm gonna run one of these giveaways. Let's see which ones we got. Orders, Twitch gifts. There's one for the decider.ping can glass. So we're gonna rerun that. It said decanter for CTWC Paris. That's who did it. So we're gonna redo that giveaway, and it's happening like right now. So exclamation point join. You can get a decider.ping can glass. Exclamation point join if you want to get in on that. And I broke a glass recently, so I could really use another glass. Okay, new pieces players. I've given you your chance to get in if you want. AD4842, AD4842. Oh, Titrus getting something out here. What is he getting out? He's getting out the trumpet. Zelazawi, thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate that. All right. Well, we got a trumpet. Yeah, you got a trumpet, but you could also get on seed if you wanted to. That would be good also. What's up, Kat? How's it going? Sorry, I oh my god, he's got a sword now. Of course he has a sword. Of course he does. Don't let this Tetris tournament get in the way of shtick, right? You wouldn't want that. Okay, let's see. AD4842. Both players are ready. Exclamation point join if you want to get in on the giveaway. I think there's probably still 30 seconds or so. Both players are ready. Game number 2. Kirby up 1-0. 3-2-1 Tetris. What's up, Chen? How's it going? And that giveaway was courtesy of decanter for CTWC Paris that was given the other day, and the bot just wasn't choosing winners for some reason. But yeah, you probably got a couple of seconds left. It'd be cool if there was a timer, like an on-screen timer. That would be cool. Tetris, Kirby, Tetris, Titrus. Kirby is part of an esports team. Well, they need to give Kirby a jersey. So you can wear it on the stream and, you know. It was Larvae who won. Larvae 12 won the Decider.ping can glass. So congratulations, Larvae. Go to ctm.wtf to redeem it. It's an automated checkout process. In a lot of countries, sort of the main countries that we're viewed in, there shouldn't be any extra shipping. Some countries do have a little bit of extra shipping to get it to you, although some of it's covered by the gifter, and some, if there's extra beyond that, some of it's covered by me. So it should knock it down a little bit. 188 for Kirby, 96,000 for Titrus. So after this game, we'll run the other one. I got a backlog here. You had to pay shipping, but it's fine to Ireland. All right. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Yeah, some of it is covered though. Like, so I think just whatever's left over after the original gifter and my contribution, that's what some people might have to pay. The Netherlands was free. All right, awesome. Good to hear. Yeah, it really just depends on the country. $175 for Titrus. Now $198 after Tetris. $274 for Kirby. I think we had another contribution to that prize pool. That was $5 from Whoops. So thank you, Whoops. Appreciate that. Or whoops. Do you say whoops or whoops? Whoops. You say whoops? All right. The can glass was redeemed. Congratulations, Larvae. Also, thanks again to the gifter who called themselves Decanter for CTWC Paris. Thank you very much. You do say oops? Whoops? Or do you say whoop Tetris? You're sending it to the new house. So that's pretty wise of you. Good job. A skimming a Tetris for Kirby, 397. There's another one, 420. There's the line spin. Kirby had a too perfect staircase. You don't necessarily love that. You know, it's great for S's. But other things can be a little great for, T's are great, even it out. But other pieces don't like it so much, so you got to get rid of it. All right, Titrus is set up on the left well. Thanks to the raid, Adam Irish. Tetris Kirby 513, 121, 340 for Titrus, who's having a good old time, but is back by like 173,000 points. Tetris down the middle for Titrus. He's going to get set up again. And there is another center well Tetris. He's going to transfer that well over to the right side in preparation for level 19. He's set up and he's going to take... Oh, that long bar did not get all the way over. Seems like he's... gesturing at his controller. That may have been the issue. 413 for Titrus. 634 for Kirby. Kirby's up over 200,000 points. Tetris Kirby 659. Tetris Kirby 686. And another one, 713. The Vits filled in for Titrus. Oh no, that left side line dependent. He's going to get the long bar over and another one down for a Tetris. So Titrus's board manageable again, but he's pretty far behind. 135,000 points behind. You know, he's got maybe 3 lines in hand. That's it. We'll see what he can do. Now, of course, level 19. Speeds end at... They end at 230 lines. That's level 29. And then there'll be 100 more lines of level 29 speed if they can manage it. Former Masters event winner Danv is waiting to play one of these two players. Okay, good little triple there, but Titrus now gets a dirty Tetris. Like, I don't know, 5-6 rows up, column. Was that 4? 3 or 4. Oh no, that kind of dead drop of that J piece. It's going to slow him down even more. He's back by 200,000 points, though. So I don't know. I guess he's kept it fairly close because Kirby has gotten a little bit of a slowdown here. 977 Kirby, 738 for Titrus. Kirby back clean again. Okay, Tetris for Kirby, A28. That is a max out. Titrus waiting on a bar, gets it down the middle. Kirby is in to 29. The speed is doubled. He's at A68. The max out and more. Tetris Kirby got the 1.1. Titrus is in, but he's back by 300,000 points. Tetris for Titrus, 846. Okay, maybe overcommitting a little bit here. Longbar gets over, but now he's got a crazy board to try to bring back down. This is going to be tough. We'll see what he can do. Oh, great. J to the left. All right, he's bringing it down. Oh, this is a great dig so far. How long can it last? Oh my word. No, that's going to be a top out for Titrus at 898, but flashes of brilliance during that survival on 29. Oh, what a spaz. All right. Tyler. He's just breaking glasses. Why are you breaking your glasses? Well, Chroma, you know, people can do whatever they want to do. E24 here for Kirby, by the way. It's a 1.427. He's got 13 lines to go. He's mullining it out here. Not sure that he can PB from here. His PB is a rollover. This will be difficult. There's one. Actually, maybe it's on the table. We'll see what he can do. Trying to set up for two. Trying to set up for two, or at least one and change here. And he just can't get the bar at the end, but he was pretty close. He's at the 1.4, but yeah, he wasn't going to be able to PB there, but pretty good effort. All right, Titrus, we're going to go ahead and give you some pieces. He's breaking his glasses. He's playing the trumpet. He's drinking out of a delicate little glass there with a tiny little straw. Titrus, I believe you can do anything you put your mind to. Okay, let's get these players some pieces. C9, C1, F4. Oh, he's going full Huffaluffa girl. Tyler doing the reverse sweep ritual. Yeah, I mean, Tyler is a wonderful, wonderful man. All right, you don't need to do that with the Febreze. What are you doing? Bro is huffing Febreze. C9C, 1F4. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. Literally running on fumes. For real. Danny says, this is not what I expected when turning on Twitch today. This is what I did expect. Actually. All right, Kirby with a misdrop of the SP is going to block off a big chunk of the board. So there's a big, huge hole there. It's going to get to work trying to dig that away. It's now exposed, accessible. See what he can do to bring it down. Titrus with another Tetris. Yeah, you think that's what it is? You think he's trying to distract Kirby? I think he's trying to distract himself. What do you think of that? 117 for Titrus, 87,000 for Kirby. Tetris for Titrus, 162, 110 for Kirby. Great Tetris for Kirby, 178, 231 for Tyler. I don't know what that is, Danny. I don't know what beep beep is. Oh, do you mean that's... Oh, beep 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 beep. The horror went... That song? 264 Titrus, 225 for Kirby. By the way, I'm gonna say something that really only means something to Danny and the whole Scooty clan. Let me give a score check first. 286 for Titrus, 248 for Kirby. But okay, Tom Lehrer... Apparently, I didn't realize Tom Lehrer was still alive. And a couple years back, he put all of his material, all his copyrights, he made a website and he declared that all his songs are now in the public domain. All his recordings can be used, and he posted all of his MP3s and everything he's ever done, sheet music and everything on his website. So you can go to tomlehrersongs.com and you are free to use it in any way you want, and you can download all of his whole catalog for free. He's 99 years old. He's like, well, I'm not worried about making money off it. 385 for Kirby, 380 for Titrus. Anyway, tomlehrersongs.com I think is where it is. I just wish he had uploaded them in FLAC format. I have most of the stuff anyway, but on CD. All right, the Vits for Titrus, 426, 416 for Kirby. Kirby, 439, 451, Titrus. Titrus uncovers well and gets a long bar in for a Tetris. Rogue Potato likes Davitz. Titrus 544. He's got a lead here in game number 3. Makes room for that square. Kirby bopping along. All right. Titrus getting a little hit of that, whatever brown liquid that is. For 19 hits. Tetris Kirby 580, 570 for Titrus. So Kirby now in the lead, but also ahead by 3 lines. It's pretty much tied. .627 transition for Kirby. 617 transition for Titrus. Tetris 667, 635, Kirby. $697, Titrus. There's a Titrus 724. Kirby uncovers 717. That's flat here for Kirby. That burns away. Easy. Long bar over Tetris Kirby. Whenever I see, someone S flat in a match or something like that, I'm always reminded of just how in the old days of classic competition, you know, when they were live, like CTWC, and someone would cover the well on purpose, and the whole crowd would just like gasp. Like, what is he doing? He's actually intentionally covering the well, or he's what? They would go nuts. They couldn't believe it. 839 for Kirby, 849 for Titrus. Another Titrus. Oh, did I miss a Vitz? 887 for him. Long bar column 9. All right, good little combo burn there for Titrus, 888. This is a close one. Long bar in Tetris Kirby, 902. Tetris for Tyler, 940. Max out for Kirby. He gets another Tetris. Now, Kirby is ahead by, you know, 3 to 7 lines or so. Oh, now Titrus ahead, gets the max out. All right, so double max outs. Kirby into 28 with the 1.1. 1.1 still on the table here for Tyler. Okay, Tyler going to take a Tetris into 29 with a tough board, but gets another Tetris. He's got a 1.1. Tetris for Kirby, C55. Oh, no, that left side for Tyler. That is probably not survivable. No, it is not. Tyler going to top out at B25. That's a 1.1. Kirby with the 1.2. So a great game number 3. And yeah, very consistent Kirby. Just, you know, back, 3 back, whatever you got. I mean, that was pretty crazy. Anyway, GG's Titrus. I'm sure you'll be back. And Tyler, I believe you can do anything you put your mind to. All right, Kirby will be moving on. We're going to go ahead and go to a game against Danv. Go ahead and report this. Oh, should I run the next? I'm going to run the next thing. Let me run the next unredeemed gift. Here, we're going to do it right now. Okay. Redo the giveaway. It's happening right now. And it's from The Bot is Dead. Long live the bot. It's for an ESWT BBWC 2021 official shirt. So use !join if you want to get in on that. All right, I don't want to look at your face being all creepy at me anymore, so I'm going to do that. All right, this was blue Kirby Titrus, 3-0. And we'll set up our next match. So that's going to be number 13 and number 20. Oh my god! Whoa, that was weird. Like the Danv's camera stumbled a little bit, like it kind of stuttered, and then it was like he was sitting there, and then he like disappeared, like into thin air. That was weird. Oh, you're so cooked. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. All right, well, you're about to make this match very interesting then. And you have a ready-made excuse if it doesn't go the way you want. So, there you go. You got to front load all the excuse making. There you go. All right, Danny, 1. You are the winner. And Kirby moves around a lot, so I don't know exactly where his camera is going to be situated. So I kind of have to wait until he's like actually playing to know how to line up these cameras. So, all right, there he is. We'll get a little Dan. We got to make these. We don't want Dan to be like tiny compared to Kirby. Okay. You thought it was rigged every time. Bot no longer rigged. Nice. Okay. Here are your pieces, players. 7A, 5F, 2E. Thanks for the pin, Joe. Oh, what happened to my... There it is. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Let's check on C's, make sure we're good. 7A5, F2E. You know, I just got to do one thing before we start. Just bear with me for 1 second. I realized the stencils are not going to be good, so just give me... I have to copy the transform from Kirby's here. Oh, is it 20? Otherwise, it's going to start out bad. So just bear with me for 1 second. Copy, and then game 2. Paste, transform. Okay, good. All right, players, we are ready. Round 2, Danv versus Kirby. The winner goes to the top 16 to face Eyeball. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Dan v. Kirby. Let me get rid of this whole thing. Oh my god, we got so much slop on the screen. Total mess. There we go. We're figuring it out. We are figuring it out. That'll do. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Dan V, qualified into seed number 13 here in the blue bracket. Dan V qualified in with a 1.41 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 60-minute qualifier. Dan is from the UK, just got back from the Paris event where I believe I heard that Dan V won that event. Is that right? Did someone is that misinformation? That's pretty good. Okay. Has an overall PB of 3.83 million. That's good for about 20th on the overall list. Dan is ranked number 14 in the most recent Premier poll. You can go to premierpoll.com. It's a poll run by Pumpy Heart to just get a monthly ranking of Tetris players. Dan, of course, is the YouTube editor for this channel. So no matter what happens during this match, I'm sure I'm sure he's going to look good, and it'll be put in the most positive light, favoring Dan. Dan is a former CTM Masters winner. He won it in May of 2023. That was Faster Masters, and he is one of the few people, maybe the only one actually, maybe somebody else has it, but I don't know, has the quadfecta, has won a Masters, a Challengers, a Hopefuls, and a Futures. So all the top kind of tier tournaments, he has won at least one of each. He's been in the semifinals of CTM another time. That was in February of 2023. Made it into the top 16 in CTWC Gold in 2022, and was in the and played also in 2021, the second online year, 2023 and 2024. And he gets around. He gets to all these regionals. 278 Danv, 242 for Kirby. He's played at CT UK. He's played in Austria, Boston. Played at the DAS tournament in 2023. And, of course, Paris yesterday. Literally winning a tournament in Paris. Now he's back home in the UK, trying to take out Kirby. 329 for Danv, 274 for Kirby. On the right side is Kirby. He qualified into seed number 20, defeated Tyler Titrus in round 1 to get here to round 2. An overall PB of 1.67 million. That's good for about 55th on the list. He's played in CTWC Bronze. That was in the second online year. Played in Silver in 2022 and in Gold at CTWC. That's their main championship bracket. And played in that the previous 2 years. Also made it out to some Texas regionals, including our Lone Star events in 2022 and 2023, and in Waco in 2022. 389 for Kirby, 425 for Danv. All right, Tyler in chat with like a 10-line paragraph of the reasons he didn't win today. Pick any one of them, really. Pick any one. 441 for Kirby, 517 for Danv. I blamed the lucky socks, right? What is the star one on Danv's nameplate again? Yeah, that means how many Masters events he's won. Or, Masters, Mega Masters, or Lone Stars. And he won in May of 2023, won Faster Masters, which was a Masters level event. I'm still considering whether to consider Stupid Tetris Monthly in 2020 and 2021 as Masters levels events, because we did have different tiers. It did not occur on the same month as a regular Masters event, and we did call it the main event, like the Stupid Tetris Monthly main event. So, and we have other events that are variants, right? Faster Masters counts, No Cap November counts. So why shouldn't Stupid Tetris Monthly count? And that would give another one to Hydrant Dude and give one to Scotto. So I'm strongly considering, retroactively considering adding those to the overall wins list. It wouldn't affect anything on the high levels here. 621 for Danv, 561 for Kirby. Yeah, I think I will, but I just haven't, I haven't done it, but put it to a player vote. Joe, do you understand how CTM works? This is a dictatorship, not a democracy, okay? Scotto with a Masters winner in CTM will be very weird to see. Yeah, I don't know. Scotto's a great player. First player with a 1.5. Why, worthy. My opinion. 648 for Kirby, 715 for Danv. I mean, yeah, we did a Masters event or main event. We did Challengers, futures, hopefuls, stupid community. So we had all the tiers, and we had legitimate players, you know, top tier players. So I think I might do it. 7-11 for Kirby, 805 for Danv. Or we could just take away Faster Masters and No Cap November and say that they don't count. Just kidding. Okay, 808 for Danv, 769 for Kirby. Tetris for Danv, 840. Kirby's board up pretty high here, able to get a J to the left and starting to bring this down row by row. Oh man, that pretty tough Z piece. Oh my goodness. The survival here for Kirby. He's just a few rows away from uncovering that well again. The well is uncovered in column 10. Long bar in Tetris. So the survival for Kirby and another Tetris to bring it all the way back down. 851 for him, 941 for Danv, who has not slowed down too much. I mean, 941 on 26. It's an excellent dig for Kirby. Do they have Magnum ice cream in America? They do. A45 for Danv, 922 for Kirby. Tetris Kirby, 994. A82 now, B17 for Danv. And the Tetris into 29 for Danv at B53. Kirby is in it, A33, 120,000 point difference at the 29 transition. We'll have 100 lines of this speed. And level 39, a super kill screen will kick in. Tetris for Kirby. B81 Danv, B18 Kirby. Kirby with some cleanup to do. I think Danv playing a little conservative here, maybe. He's kind of taking the burns. Going to build up when he can, but he's not going to force it. Yeah, he's going to take a nice triple here and just kind of put the pressure onto Kirby to chase him down. Danv with that 3.83 million. Kirby with the 1.67 million PB. So level 29 advantage probably goes to Danv overall. And he knows it. Oh, that left side for Kirby. This is going to climb, and that's going to be a top out for Kirby at B47. So a good game between these two in game number one. Danv knows the situation, knows what he's got to do, and did it. But Dan gets game number one. Oh, yeah, double flips. Okay, players, new pieces when you are ready. Okay, 3E, CA1C, 3E, CA1C. Okay, A1C. Kingsman must be here. Let's go ahead and get these players started in game number two. Danv up 1 game to none. According to the match database, these players have never played against each other before. So this is another Matchagami. So a matchup that has not occurred in the Classic Tetris match database. Which is crazy for as long as these players have been around. Danv's got matches going back to December 2020. I might have broken the spreadsheet. I didn't mean to. Oh, I think I broke the spreadsheet, guys. Somebody might want to... So whoever maintains that spreadsheet might want to go take a look and fix it. I'm not exactly... I didn't think I had the ability to edit cells, but apparently... apparently I broke it. I don't know how I did that. But it won't, I don't have enough editing to fix it. Yeah, it won't let me undo. Like, I shouldn't be able to do anything on it like that except choose some from the drop down. Like, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not allowed. That's why I'm saying it's mysterious. Like, I know how to undo things on a spreadsheet or a word processor. So you don't have to say, oh, you can undo it. Oh, really? Oh. 250 for Kirby. 254 for Danv. Yeah, there's something about the whatever. It's not allowing me to do it. If only Control Z worked in Tetris. Yeah, I know, right? $304 for Kirby, $323 for Danv. Kirby set up in column 3, gets it as a clean transfer over to a column 10 well, which he'll start building for. Tetris for Danv, 370. He's back by 4 lines, ahead by 17,000 points. Another Tetris Danv lines are tied, basically. So Danv with about a 40,000 point lead when the lines are tied. Okay, 427 for Danv, 429 for Kirby. We are close in score and lines. Longbar over Tetris Kirby. We're about to hit level 19. Kirby going to transition in with a clean board, 529 after a Tetris. And Danv, that square is not great. So he's going to transition in a little awkwardly, but he uncovers that right side And a long bar will fix all this like it never happened. If you can get it. There's the bar and the Tetris. Danv 512. 537 Kirby. Kirby gets a long bar to the left and a long bar to the right, and that will result in a Tetris. Oh, that hang of the bar on the left. And thank goodness for Dan, that didn't happen again. He's getting the pieces over. 566 for him. 595 for Kirby. Tetris for Danv 679, 661 for Kirby. All right, Danv looking to clean up. And yeah, this S is just alternating Z's and S's is not what he needed. All right, Danv gonna uncover. There you go. Good recovery. Long bar in. Tetris 723. And he is set up again. 724. 811 though now for Kirby. Tetris Kirby. Whoop says, what was the Nick Gamer challenge again? I want to try on Nestris. Yeah, start on level 7 and get 20 Tetrises. Basically a perfect transition into level 8. 798 for Danv, 946 for Kirby. Tetris Danv 865. He's back by like 123,000 points. But Kirby now with a problem. He's got to double tuck some pieces under that kind of diving board T. Man, it looks like he's going to be able to bring his back some level of normalcy before 29. In fact, he's going to get a Tetris before 29. He's at A34. So that all came together very quickly. Oh no, double flip of the bar there. He said the double flips were kind of plaguing him in that game 1, 981. Oh no, Kirby's board going to climb. A42 is the top out, the target for Danv. A43, 53,000 points away. Tetrises on 29 are worth 36,000. So Dan is set up for one here. Oh no, that left side for Dan. Oh no, no, and Danv gonna top out at A28, and Kirby is gonna hang on and take game number 2. Oh my word. And Danv setting up like long bar immediately. A little bit of an overcommitment maybe to that Tetris, but that's gonna be good for Kirby. And Kirby's stream can't take it. It was my stream. Was it my stream? Am I back? Am I back? Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Kirby's stream. Kind of back. What is kind? Okay, are we kind of back? Or are we actually back? Just please be precise when I ask. Yeah, that was really tough. Kirby, let me refresh his streams here. Kirby, I don't know if y'all saw it. But, you know, Kirby had topped out at about A52. And Dan had about 60,000 to go, or no, 50 something, something like that, or A42. You think I'm still dropping frames? Okay, I'm not exactly sure why that is. You can hear me? Yeah, I just dropped a few more frames here. So let's yeah, let me just refresh both these streams. Just to be 1,000,000% sure. As Dan spired out of control, his stream died. All right. No, I have 218 drop frames, and they were all just now. Like, I haven't dropped frames in weeks. Okay, got it. So you all saw it. Okay, let's give these players some pieces. Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually been months since I dropped frames. I can't even remember the last time. I mean, I look here and there, especially if it's like a, you know, something like a player's capture or their side, and I go, oh, is it me? No. Well, the new pieces are here. 224AE0. It is so warm in this house. It's so warm in this house. All right, 224AE0, 224AE0. All right. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Danv and Kirby getting underway. All right, Summer B obsessed with Carnation Instant Breakfast. Okay, stacks are getting high for both players. They're having to take burns. Both of them looking for timely long bars. Whereas Danv was covered. Long bar gets over it. Tetris for Danv and another one. It's, you know, commercials pretty crazy. Like, you know, I didn't engage with that Carnation Instant Breakfast commercial for decades, and yet it still comes like right out. I hadn't seen it. I don't think about the product at all. I don't drink an instant breakfast. I don't have any instant breakfast needs. And yet, it's like right in there. These jingle people are great. Kirby with a real problem. That's going to be a top out for Kirby at 123. So Danv with a chase down, target 124. 124 is the target. Oh, and he's going to get a Tetris down the middle and get it. Danv is gifted a game by Kirby. No way, I did a chase down. I know, it's been a while. Amazing time. Yeah, that's pretty rough for Kirby on that left side. All right, players, take a moment if you need it. It's fine. This is the last match of the stream. And the new pieces are here, but again, feel free to take some time. Vandy, have you heard of Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat? Yeah. We grew up with Rice-A-Roni. Rice-A-Roni was like crazy I don't know. I think some products are crazy when you can just buy them and they're in an unbleached, unsealed cardboard box. And like anything can get in there. If it gets wet, it's ruined. Stuff can crawl in there. So many products are just like a cardboard box with like unsealed with stuff in it. And that was Rice-A-Roni. Okay, both players are ready. FCE B60, yes, players are good. Game number 4, Danv looking to wrap it up right now. ID Kirby. We're going to take this to force a deciding game 5. At least there's no plastic waste. Well, yeah, though, but I'd rather like, I don't know, have clean food for in my body. I don't know. That's just me. It's controversial to prefer hygiene, but that's just me. Is that crazy? That's unhinged, right? That is not a. It's not a thing. $49,000 for Kirby as we get underway in game number 4. The winner of this match will get to play eyeball in the next round, which is not today, but it will be somewhere. Or Borrow eats dirt. Am I tired? Yeah, I'm a little tired. I don't know why. Tetris for Danv, 139. 121 for Kirby. Thank you for the raid, Michael. Appreciate that. Beautiful raid. There is more. Oh, okay, I got the match database is fixed. I Discord messaged Anpu and they fixed it. Sorry, Ampu. That left side for Kirby could not get that long bar over. Now he just needs to bring that right side down. Oh no, and he's gonna take the tuck instead of the burn. So this is gonna be, he's gotta get a bar over and he's gonna hang it. Oh my goodness, why didn't he take the burn? Oh my goodness. I was like, no, he's gonna take the burn, right? And that is a top out for Kirby at 193. And Danv is good in game number 4. And I don't understand it. I don't understand what I just saw. I don't understand it. Oh my goodness, Kirby. My word, what a way. What a way to go out, Kirby. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. That is rough indeed. GG's. Oh my God. Not like this. You don't want it. You don't want someone to go out like this. GG's to you, Kirby. Oh my. Oh no. That is really rough. Well, Danv, congratulations to you. Kirby, I mean, you did amazing in match number 1. Match number 2, you had some thrills and chills and spills. But I don't know, Kirby, I feel like Kirby's got it in him. I mean, we saw some of that 29 play that was amazing. So Kirby, I don't know what to say. That was really bad. I don't mean you played bad, but it just looked not pleasant to go through. That was crazy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're gonna get there. I believe. But Danv, you've got the 3 next to your name. That means you are the winner. We will be reporting this to the proper Tetris authorities. I guess for me, I just don't know why. I just thought Kirby was going to take a burn and knock that down a couple ways rather than trying to go and get another bar over there. Like, that's what I thought he was going to do. So that was 3-1, right? Yeah, 3-1. Oh my word. It did not go, what happened was not what I expected. He had burns, right? Like, he had burns he could have taken. And I just don't fully understand, like, what happened. You had no burns? I think you had a couple of burns. You had a couple of rows. You had to get a bar after you missed the second? Oh, that's true. Well, okay, not that you had burns, but I thought you could keep playing without plugging the well. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought. Yeah, it did have a gap. You're right. But I thought you could keep going without plugging the well. It doesn't matter now. But I was just like, why is he, like, I think what it was is like, my thought was, why is he plugging the well now? Because it's over, you know? Like, oh no. Oh, that makes me sad. It just makes me sad. But that's not a way to go. Anyway, Kirby always, great qualifier, great in round one. You took Titrus out of the tournament, which is really super important. We can't have Titrus moving on in Masters. But, wow, what a way to end. Okay. Well, yeah, very, very unlucky. Just not how you want to go out. But I hope we see Kirby again. Titrus, I'm kidding, of course. I'm trying to bring some levity. You got to farm a free win against a bum. Oh, Evesy, that is rotten. How dare you? That is totally crazy. SV jump scare. Yeah, there he is. SV's looking at you. All right, folks. Well, we'll take a look at our beautiful bracket. We have a result in our blue bracket. And it's going to be Eyeball versus Danv. Look at our overall top 16 situation. We've got 6 of our 8 top 16ers determined. Dog versus Toogie, SV versus Deck, Dangler versus Fractal, Scooty versus Maisie. Eyeball, Danv, Cole versus Miles. So that is that. There's your overall top 32 situation. Now, my schedule slide is not up to date, so I won't even show it. But we do have additional streams tomorrow, 2 of them actually. And that is going to be, let me go over to my thing and I will just tell you verbally what it is. It's going to be Scooty versus Maisie. So that top 16 match is just going to happen by itself in the pink bracket, bottom right corner. And then we have a Das Masters, which I can't show you the bracket because we don't have it, but it's going to be Das Masters Aqua, Wallband versus Uf Means Egg, winner versus Scotto. On Wednesday, more Masters. It's going to be purple on Wednesday. This will determine who plays Sidnev. That will be, where is it? Yeah, it's going to be Shadow versus Captain, winner versus Cobra. That's on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, we've got our first top 16 full bracket. That's going to be the green aqua bracket, Dog versus Toogie, SV versus Deck. That is on Saturday. So Cole versus Miles, we don't have that scheduled yet. We don't know when that's going to be, but that'll be a banger for sure. So it's shaping up to be a really strong top 16. 5 Europeans in top 16. Is that a record? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Like, who else? I'm trying to think back to the old days. But then again, yeah, top 16, right? I mean, in the 32 player Masters, probably. Like, Masters was top 16 the entire tournament. How did we do that? How did we do that in the past? It seems like such a small tournament, you know? Would it have been better to take the Tetris first? He couldn't because it was a blocked well, Chen. He blocked the well before he got the bar, so I just thought he could have held out longer. So he kind of needed to. Of course, it'd have been better to take the Tetris, but it was blocked. He couldn't. All right, thanks to everybody who new followers, Anxiety, I guess that is. Zelazawi sub. Raids for Michael and Adam Irish. Yeah, I mean, Evesy, can you imagine if we were doing top 16 right now? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I'm so glad that, 2024 Vandy looked ahead and said, yeah, this needs to be 32. So good job, 2024 Vandy. Whew, totally crazy. Anyway, thanks for the help there. Prize pool. We're up to 225. We gained $5 courtesy of Whoops. Thank you, Whoops. Appreciate that. Also, thanks to our patrons in the double sticker, and community levels, as well as Scott Gray J in the window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troydan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid Mick, Monkey, and Mila. Thank you for your support. You guys gotta stop. Oh yeah, thanks of course to whoever the secret people are who keep gifting things to the merch to the chat. Really appreciate those 3 individual separate people who we don't know who they are. Secret people. It's Jay in the window. Anyway, okay, that is good. YouTube, you are dismissed. Have a beautiful day, Trondisk, Mr. Brain, Whoops, Mr. Burrow, Zoltan, Chris W, Luis, FF, Mark, and all the rest of you. Take care. Bye-bye. Also, Vandy, did you ever get around to announcing Tap Masters? Oh, I hereby announce Tap Masters. Yes, Evesy.